Before you hit that submit button on your VA disability claim, stop. There are 7 pieces of evidence that can make the difference between a claim that gets granted and one that gets denied. Every day, veterans file claims without realizing they're missing some of the most important evidence the VA uses to make a decision. In this video, I'm going to walk you through those 7 pieces of evidence so you can submit the strongest claim possible. Welcome to Veterans Claims Compass, where our mission is to help veterans navigate the VA claims process with confidence. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with another veteran who could benefit. Now, let's get started. Number 1, a current diagnosis. The first thing the VA generally looks for is whether you have a current disability. Many veterans believe that simply telling the VA they're in pain is enough. Unfortunately, that's usually not the case. In many claims, the VA needs medical evidence showing that you have a diagnosed condition. That diagnosis may come from the VA, a private physician, or another qualified healthcare professional, depending on the condition you're claiming. If you haven't been evaluated yet, scheduling an appointment before filing may help provide the medical documentation needed to support your claim. Number 2, evidence of an in-service event, injury or exposure. Next, ask yourself this question. What happened during my military service that caused this condition? Maybe you injured your back during training. Maybe you were exposed to hazardous chemicals. Maybe you worked around aircraft, heavy weapons, or constant loud noise. Maybe you served near burn pits or experienced repeated physical strain because of your military duties. The VA needs evidence that something happened during your service that could be connected to your current condition. Sometimes that's found in your service treatment records. Other times it comes from personnel records, deployment records, military occupational specialty information, or credible lay evidence. The important thing is helping establish what happened during your military service. Number 3, medical records showing your condition. Here's something many veterans don't realize. Don't assume the VA automatically has every medical record you've ever had. If you've been treated by private doctors, specialists, urgent care clinics, chiropractors, or civilian hospitals, those records may contain valuable evidence. Medical records can show your diagnosis, treatment history, symptoms, medications, imaging results, and how your condition has progressed over time. The more complete the medical picture, the easier it can be for the VA to understand your disability. Number 4, strong lay statements. One of the most overlooked pieces of evidence is the lay statement. A lay statement allows you to explain your symptoms in your own words. Don't simply write, "My knee hurts." Instead, explain what that actually means. For example, I can only stand for about 15 minutes before I have to sit down. Walking through a grocery store causes significant pain, and I often wake up several times each night because of my back. Those details help paint a much clearer picture than a short sentence ever could. Your spouse, family members, friends, or fellow service members may also be able to write lay statements describing what they've personally observed. Those observations can add valuable context to your claim. Number 5, a nexus when one is needed. You've probably heard the word nexus, but what exactly does it mean? A nexus is medical evidence connecting your current disability to your military service. Not every claim requires a private nexus letter. In some situations, the VA obtains a medical opinion during the claims process. However, for more medically complex claims, a well-supported medical opinion from a qualified healthcare professional may strengthen your evidence. A strong nexus opinion doesn't simply say your condition is related to service. It explains why the medical evidence supports that conclusion. That explanation can make a significant difference. Number 6, buddy statements. Buddy statements can be incredibly valuable, especially when military records don't tell the whole story. A fellow service member may remember the injury that wasn't officially documented. They may remember the conditions you worked under. They may remember the exposure you experienced, or they may describe changes they personally observed while serving with you. These firsthand observations can provide important context when official records are incomplete. Number 7, evidence showing severity. Finally, don't forget evidence showing how severe your condition is today. Remember, proving that a condition is service connected is only part of the process. The VA also evaluates how much that condition affects your daily life. Evidence showing severity may include medical treatment records, physical therapy notes, MRI or X ray reports, prescription history, work restrictions, employer documentation, attendance records, personal symptom journals. You should also explain how your condition affects your ability to work, complete household chores, sleep, exercise, or participate in everyday activities. The more clearly you describe the functional impact of your condition, the easier it is for the VA to understand how it affects your life. Let's put it all together. Before you submit your next disability claim, ask yourself these 7 questions. Do I have a current diagnosis? Can I identify an in-service event, injury, or exposure? Have I gathered all of my relevant medical records? Have I written a detailed lay statement? Do I need a medical nexus opinion? Would buddy statements strengthen my claim? Do I have evidence showing how severe my condition is today? Taking a little extra time to gather your evidence before filing can make your claim more complete, more organized, and easier for the VA to evaluate. Remember, the goal isn't simply to file a claim as quickly as possible. The goal is to submit the strongest claim you can. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button, subscribe to Veterans Claims Compass, and share this video with another veteran who may be preparing to file a claim. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these 7 pieces of evidence do you think veterans overlook the most? Thanks for watching Veterans Claims Compass. Until next time, take care of yourself, and thank you for your service.